Lord, kiss the my haters, I wish them well. Get up on my level, I'm sending them straight to hell. We all in your city, your name ain't ringing the bell. All this motion on my cell, you would think I got it for sale. It was Friday, I met him up by the shell. He took me to the bank, cause he sent me too much for sale. Keeping secrets, he know that I never tell. It's a bird, it's a plane, oh, it's coming in through the mail. I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, go grill, plane, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, jet set, way quicker. Made, if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it, all these on my two first, no dribble. These always talking pillar, thing like scissor. Like Youngest, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizzock never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Out here broke. Diamonds on me, fight, neck and wrist, I can Tina. Orange Richard Mill on me.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense. A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Swinging this out for Pollard. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Ready, go!
Here's Ward. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 43 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Sly able to put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with...
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Ready!
Play fake, here's Ward. Open man down the field, that's Eilmater. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A great play by Derek Hall to drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
70 Timberwolves.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Here's a Tennessee native from just outside of Memphis, Ken Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
To throw is Darnold. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go, set.
Now it's Darnold. He completes this to Walker. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Cup. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Darnold now to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And Walker has it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Again, Darnold. Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
First down.
Darnold. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing again is Darnold. He'll try and do this himself. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
First and goal, Seattle.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Cooper Kupp, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Off the bootleg, Ward. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. From the gun, Ward. Drops this underneath for Pollard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
My defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This one brought in by Jefferson. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down.
brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Ward. He's got the open man. It's Heilmanner. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play. That's good. For the Titans. First down.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go. Here we go. Hup.
Ward. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme, come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
60 Eagles, 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and there the scramble for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Here's Darnold. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
19 more yards.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here, set. Hey, set.
Back to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Pollard taking up the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Throwing now, Ward. Over the middle, he's going to find Iomanner. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a big throw there for a 1st down.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
On the double.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Panthers. Ready.
To throw is Ward. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Now Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, ready.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Out of the gun, Ward. He finds his man, Pollard. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Seahawks offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Play action. It's Darnold. That's taken in by Arroyo. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
To throw is Darnold. He completes this to Walker. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Seahawks, 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now it's Darnold. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Here's Darnold. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
From his own end zone, it's Ward. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
That's caught left side by Eilmanner. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Come on, set. Viking 18.
Running right, it's Pollard. Limited running room, which he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Ward. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. DeMarcus Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and
Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
third down. And 8.
Back to throw, Darnold. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Go!
Ward. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Bronco switch.
That's complete to DK. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the game there.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Darnold. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On play action, Ward. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pass to 60.
Off the play fake, Ward. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
60 boxes.
To throw is Ward. Looking downfield for Pollard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 6.
That's good.
Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Off of play action, Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go, set.
To throw is Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, Ward. Over the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Titans 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone, and they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Ward. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him.
You doing okay over there, partner? Because that's yet another sack in this game that you just had to call. We're not even at halftime yet. No wonder this team has the lead. What an effort by the defense right from the word go. The adjustments at halftime, they're going to have to be big, and this could really get ugly in the second half.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Play action. It's Darnold. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the Titans' 19-yard line.
Here goes that.
Again, Darnold.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Darnold.
Pass caught, Arroyo right side.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Darnold to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
We're going to start.
Darnold now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Ready.
Ward. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Ward. He's going to float this one deep right side. And guy's man complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Shot.
Throwing now, Ward. That's complete to DK.
Let's go.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Ward from the gun on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Here's Darnold. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Back to throw, Darnold. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score.
Here we go. 19, shot.
Ward now working out of the gun. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Now Ward, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw is Ward. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, son.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Check that. Check that.
Looking to put a drive together.
Get it.
Off the play fake, Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Bronco.
Now a give here to Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Ward. And he had to reach for that one but can't grab it. It's behind him and it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And here they are, just a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're going to sign.
Here's Darnold. That's taken in by Arroyo. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw is Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Cup. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing again is Darnold. This is caught. Touchdown! Elijah Arroyo. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Stephanie!
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Go!
To throw, here's Ward. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7.
There goes that.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, Seahawks. Elijah Arroyo with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Titans 6. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go.
Ready, set.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready.
Here's Pollard again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
18 Cardinal.
2nd and 11. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Touch the Eagle.
Back to throw. Ward. He's got the open man. It's Manor. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a screen now for Pollard. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go, set.
They'll throw again. Ward. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's a Titans touchdown. Manor, 41 yards. And the Titans get a bit closer. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks take back over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Faking the give, Darnold. And complete to Smith-Njigba. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. That'll be caught by Bobo. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Throwing now, Ward. That's to the tight end, Helm. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Titans. Gunnar Helm, 68 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
34. Titans 20.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Darnold now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. James Lynch never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. A solid stiff arm. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
He finds Smith and Jigba. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Ward. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just about on his own goal line. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now it's Darnold. Sideline throw complete to Walker. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Seahawks. First down. A gain of a yard. First down, Seahawks.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 25, here's second and a yard.
Here we go, set.
Again, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jihad Ward just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And they got to get to the 23 here on third. Darnold from the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
A 49-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, shot.
From the gun, Ward. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw is Ward. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Titans first down.
They toss it down to Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Get it!
Ward. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Ward. Over the middle, he's going to find Ironman. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Off of play action, Darnold. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Blitz coming and down he goes. We'll pause for an injury. That's the quarterback, Sam Darnold, in need of some assistance following that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Let's go.
First throw now for the backup lock. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
19 yards. That's good. For a Seahawks first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Running right, here's Walker. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Darnold.
He completes this to Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Kenneth Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Go! Cowboy, let's go!
To throw, here's Ward. That one complete to Prochet.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Ready, 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 ready. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing now, Ward. That's dumped off to Pollard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Derek Hall picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DK. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Okay,
and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going for it, here's Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Ready, break.
And the Titans, first down.
Come on.
First and 10 at the
44-yard line. 18 Cardinal.
Here's Ward. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Ward. Throws right side, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Throwing again here, Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard from 8 yards out. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the one touchdown score to this point. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll try and do this himself. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
Tennessee offense set to go again. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 8.
Ward.
Over the middle, he has a Okonkwo. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Play fake, here's Ward.
Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Leonard Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
Here we go. Shot. 60 by 6.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th.
Come on. Set.
First down.
Bronco 80. Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ward to throw once more. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. To throw is Ward.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Gunnar Helm, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jihad Ward getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action with Ward. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action. It's Ward. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game.
Okay, ready?
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
Let's go.
Throwing is Ward. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Ready? 19, Charger, 19.
Now Ward on 4th down. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Faking the give, Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 14. First down, Seattle.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5. Darnold down to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
And here's a give to Spears. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Get it. Cougar 19.
Throwing now, Ward. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Hall able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it. Here's Ward. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the interception, here's Darnold. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Play action. It's Darnold. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Let's go.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that's going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
We're going to set.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Darnold. And pressure gets to him again. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If they throw an interception, so what? A sack. We didn't even have a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. There's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 46.
Allen. Open man down the field. That's Iomatter. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
And the Titans first down.
And he'll spike it with exactly 30 seconds now left on the clock.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing Allen.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. To throw is Allen.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and it was Sam Darnold, CD, who really led the charge.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top of his game, didn't we? That was a masterful performance. 5 touchdown passes, and I'll let you know a little secret, partner. I think it could have been more.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.